unboxing a package. And I've seen some of you do that, and so this is my unboxing. And it's an order I made to get some herbs and spices. And so I hope I'm not popping too many balloons with the illusion that I grow everything all of my herbs and spices, because I don't. But I do grow what I can. Well, that's not true, because I probably could grow a lot more than I do. But I have my lavender, I have my yarrow, I have my rose petals, I have some other things. But I don't grow marjoram. I did in Idaho, but I haven't here. So it's something I could do. And I was out of it, but I thought it would be interesting to tell you just a little bit about these. And marjoram is called the Mediterranean miracle. On the Mediterranean diet, they don't really know. They know it's a wonderful diet. They don't know if it's all of the vegetables, the fresh vegetables that they have in the diet. They don't know if it's, well, different things that are connected with it. But one of the things they think is marjoram, because that is used so much more with a Mediterranean diet than our American diet. So I try to use a lot of marjoram in my cooking. So I go through it. I've got a fairly big bag of it. So that's that one. And the cumin seed, I needed more of that, so I have that. And cumin it helps with diabetes. And it's just a good spice for that. But also, one of the things, there is something in cumin that blocks some of the bacteria that causes food poisoning. So it's a good spice to use. It's one that it's not one of my favorite, but it's getting to be where I like it more and more. And for one thing, it marries well with coriander, one of my favorites. And you think of it in Mexican food and black beans and that sort of thing, but it can go for a lot other things too. So I got that. I got some chili flakes. We won't go into that. Okay, and I got some cardamom, and I also filled my jar, so you didn't get to see that. But cardamom is called the stomach sentinel. It just helps with anything that has to do with your stomach, ulcers, and your digestion. It helps. So it is a good herb to try. Then I was out of elder flower, and that's something at this time of year for colds and flu season. I wanted to make sure I had that. I also have some elderberries, and this I'll be making into some teas, so I needed that. And this is one thing that I should be growing, and I did have it, but for some reason Tom weeded all of it out, and so I'm going to have to start over again. I think he thought it was a weed. I don't know, but so I had to buy it. And peppermint just goes with everything. But also I want to tell you that, and I'm just going to tell you the minerals and the vitamins that they're very highest in. And magnesium, phosphorus, riboflavin, that one, and thiamine. It's very high in that, and it just goes in tea. But you know, everybody doesn't like the same thing. I had a friend that every time she had anything with peppermint in it, she got a headache. So it's not for everyone, but almost, and it's good herb. Then I got some oat straw. This is something I'll never grow and never make my own. And oat straw is very high in chromium and magnesium. And then just below, very high, but still high, would be calcium and vitamin A. And if you suffer from celiac disease, you wouldn't eat it, or you wouldn't use it. But that will go in teas and different things too. Now, I bought some more nettle. I was out of that, so I'm going to fill my nettle jar. And lots of times I buy it by the pound, which is really more economical. But these jars hold a half a pound. So that's what I like to get. And then I can just store them in there. And nettles is something you could even put into your soups, but I will make the most of it into a infusion. Oh, I'm spilling some, to get my minerals. And nettles is extremely high in calcium, chromium, and magnesium. And I'm just telling you the high, they're just packed full of minerals, all sorts of other minerals. And also, oh, it's very high in zinc. And it has vitamin A and vitamin C in it in a pretty good proportion. So and some people think it's bitter, but really it's not considered a bitter herb. It's in what they call the salty herbs. Those are the mineral rich herbs. And this one, I had it in Idaho, but we had it a lot of land, and it didn't matter that it was stinging nettles. And so it's not something I'll probably ever raise here. I think I'm not going to get it all in. If I work at it, I will. But anyway, there is my nettles, and besides the infusion, I will make it into some just regular tea, but mainly into that infusion that I let set for at least 4 hours, and really be able to extract more minerals and the vitamin A and C out of it, and the zinc. So there you have it. That's what I got today, and it will be fun to start making some teas and using my spices in cooking. So thank you for coming along on my